But coming down to verse 17, in the same way, God desiring even more to show to the heirs of the promise. Who's that? That's right. Us. Us. Doesn't mean we replace Israel. We are included with them. In the same way, God desiring even more to show to the heirs of the promise the unchangeableness of his... I love that big long word. Isn't that a lot of letters in one word? Unchangeableness of his... But it's perfectly understandable, isn't it? The unchangeableness of his purpose. It's not going to change. It's not going to shift. It's not qualified. It's not, well, if this, if that, and under these conditions, maybe. Unchangeableness. The unchangeableness of his purpose interposed with an oath. Now notice that word purpose. For God causes all things to work together for good to those who are called according to his purpose. We get so wrapped up in the importance of my salvation that we can no longer see the bigger picture. God is saving us for his glory. Part of his glory is he loves beyond our imagination. His loving us by dying on the cross and all the other promises he has given us and all the other blessings he will pour upon us are an expression of his personhood, which includes his amazing love of us. But we forget that he has a purpose here. And so he wants you to know that his intention hasn't changed one little bit. He is not deviating from his course, from his heading. He is going to save you. And once we have put our faith in Christ, well, I like to tell believers who may be a little troubled, a little doubting whether they're secure in Christ or not, is once you put your faith in Christ and you have the life of Christ, and by that time you have been gifted with his righteousness, not just judicially, but by character. He's building that into you. I like to tell people, once you're in that state, you're saved, and there's nothing you can do about it. So just lean into it. Just relax. Just relax. Now you can stop pursuing, trying to fix something that's already been fixed, and now you can start pursuing him for his purposes. And so this is something that there's so many things that are all walking together in unison here. They're all parallel to one another. If I understand that God has promised, and I'm getting a glimpse, just enough of a glimpse through the promises given to Israel, that what I believe is going to carry me into eternity with Jesus Christ, forever and forever into the delight of the presence of the Father, who will, as Zephaniah says, sing over us as we enter into his presence. Now I can be patient. Now I can get through these hard days. Now I can get through the things that drain so much energy out of my life. We all have those struggles. And I could list some of mine, and I'll bet you could list some that are way more frightening than the stuff I deal with. But when we see the unchangeableness of his purpose based on verifiable promises, now we can be patient.